Hi Veronica, so I thought I'd start with this a little bit. Okay, the first one, simplify point, move this over a little bit, 0.025. So the first thing you have to do is decide what place value is this. So this is tenths, hundredths, thousandths. So since the last number is in the thousandths place, it's going to be 25 over 1,000. And then I know that 1,000 is divisible by 25, so then you can just divide 1,000 divided by 25 and you get 40. So it's in 25 divided by 5 is 1, so it's 1 over 40. The next one is similar, so this is going to be in the tenths place, so it's going to be 3 over 10, since 3 is in the tenths place. So whatever the last number is, same here, it's going to be 2 tenths, which then simplifies, they're both divisible by 2, which gives you 1/5. Okay, change this into percent, 9 over 25, or sorry, 9 over 15. For these, all you do is 9 divided by 15. Now this is the decimal, so you did the decimal, but once we have the decimal, all you need to do is move this over 2 to get the percent. Sorry, that's wrong. It's 0.6, not 0.06. Let's change our color here. I don't like red. So 0.6 is our decimal. And then you either move it over 2 or just multiply by 100. 0.6 multiplied by 100 is 60. So when you make your visual chart to note, that might be something that you do, is when you change from a percent or a decimal. Sorry, it's really hard to write with this. When I'm going from, here, I'll do it this way. When I'm going from a decimal to a percent, so when I'm going from here to here, yeah, this is not working. So I go to decimal percent, I multiply by 100. And if I was going the other way, this way, I would divide by 100. Hopefully that makes more sense. These all look good. Divide the following, then simplify if necessary. Whenever you're multiplying or dividing fractions, you're going to want to turn this into an improper. So to do that, I'm going to multiply 6 by 3 and add the top, because 6 wholes is going to be 18 thirds, and then plus one more is 19 thirds. Divided by 5/6. Now when we divide, it's the same as multiplying by the reciprocal. So I'm going to keep the first one, flip the sign, or sorry, change the sign and flip the fraction. So this one stays the same, but this one's going to flip. Then there's two ways. You can just multiply across and then simplify. What I like to do is simplify across because it's easier. So 6 and 3, and you can only do top and bottom. You couldn't do like these two if those reduced. So 3 divided by 3 is 1, 6 divided by 3 is 2, 19 times 2 is 38 over 5. So hopefully that one makes a little more sense too. Simplify. With these, I'm going to combine like terms. So I'm going to combine A's with A's and B's with B's. The way it was explained to me when I was learning it is like purses and or apples and oranges. I'm counting up the apples and I'm counting up the oranges. So A will be apples, we'll just say bananas. So I add all the apples together and I add all the bananas together. They're all fruit, but they're still different. So 4A minus 2A would give me a negative 2. If I have a negative 5 plus 7, it would be a positive 2. So hopefully, looks like you just added them all together, but you got to keep them separate. Use the formula for simple interest. So here's our formula for simple interest. Let's just copy and remove this. And we will just copy it over. So then we'll have A equals P parenthesis 1 plus R raised. This caret just means it's raised to the y power. Alright, so now we're just going to plug in what we have. So our P is 800. 1 plus our rate is 9.2, but I need to change it to a decimal, so it's going to be 0.092 because I divide by 100, so move it over 1 space, 2 space. And then I raise that to my years, which is 5. It should be a 1, not a Q. Sorry. Alright, so now when I do it on my calculator, I need to do this part first. So I'm going to do 1.092. Let's see, I think there's a... Alright, I didn't have that function on mine, so I'm going to just flip over here. 1.0... Oops, 1.0... Oops. 0.92 raised to the 5th power equals that. And without clearing it, I'm just going to multiply that number by 800. Which will give me 1,242.23. Which is this one right here. How much money will you have if you start with $50 and earn 9.7 every year for 15 years? So I'm going to do the same thing here, only it'll be my principal is 50 plus 1, or times 1 plus point, again changing it to a decimal, so 0.7 or 0.97. But this one is raised to the 15th power. If I come back over here, let's clear this. Got 50, or let's start with 1.097 raised to the 15th power. times 50. So my answer should be about 200.4. We'll round this up to 48. So right there, 200.48. And then same with this one. It'll be same thing, but 45 times 1.1, because this would be 0.1 plus 1 raised to the 20th power. And when I put that in, I should get 302. What is the total value of, hold on, let me change this size. Okay, what is the total value of 15 quarters? So we got 15 quarters, 20 dimes, 30 nickels, 5 pennies. I think there's actually one on the formula sheet. Yep, right here, money value. So what I'm going to do is just plug this in. So I've got 15 times 0.25, which is how much a quarter is worth, plus, and then make sure you do parentheses, 20 times 0.1 plus, actually I'm going to go back and just do 0.25 times 15, and then I'm just going to write these down. So this is 3.75, and then clear it, and then do my dimes. 20 times 0.1, which is 2. 30 times 0.05, which is 1. Is that right? 30. 1.5. So 2, 1.5, and then the last one, I know my pennies will be 0.5. And then I'll just add those together. So that's 2, 4, 4 plus 3 is 7. So it should be 770. Oh, did we do our math wrong here? 15 times 0.25, 0.10 times 20, 0.05 times 30, and 5 pennies. So that plus 0.5 plus 2 plus 3.75. I'll have to go and check that because I think that we did that right, so I'm not sure why it's giving me that number. I'll have to submit a course fix for that one. Alright, so this one you're just going to plug in the formula. So you've got 7 times b, which is 4. So 7 times b, which is 4, minus 12, and on the bottom you're going to have 2 times negative 2 times 7. So negative 2